Sup guys, GlitchDoctor. Today I'm going to do a review on Luigi's Mansion. It's going to be the same thing like last time. I'm going to do all the categories, so let's get started. Presentation. Well, the presentation in this is okay, I guess. So, Luigi won a mansion from a contest he didn't even enter. So, he tells Mario to go to the mansion to celebrate. Keep in mind though, that part was not seen in the game, but in the instruction manual. Anyways, Luigi takes a walk through an eerie forest. Then, using his map, finds a huge mansion. So he walks up to it, very fearful, because, well, he is Luigi after all. When he gets inside, Mario is nowhere to be found. Yeah, the presentation in this isn't that long, but that part doesn't really matter. Story. Well, I did cover part of the story in the presentation, so let's continue from where we left off. So Luigi is in the mansion, and he walks around trying to open doors, until after he tries to open one, he hears the sound coming from the main part of the room. So he walks over there, and finds this orange transparent blob thing with a key inside of it. When it sees Luigi, it gets scared, fleeing from the scene, leaving the key behind. So of course, Luigi grabs it. Cute cheesy theme! So then he tries to go back to that door with the key, and of course, it unlocks it. As he makes his way in the dark room, as if the other room wasn't already dark, he slowly walks by, not knowing what might pop out. Then, a ghost pops out and scares Luigi, but then Luigi is saved by some old guy with a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, hell no!
But the ghost knocks the old guy back to the wall and disappears. Luigi goes over to check to see if he is okay. Turns out the old guy has a professor whose name is Elvin Gad, Egad for short, who has a history of ghost catching. Then three of those ghosts pop up, so Luigi and Egad flee from the mansion to his little lab. While in the lab, Professor Egad talks to Luigi, and Luigi explains how he won the mansion in a contest he didn't even enter. He also explains about how his brother Mario didn't show up after Luigi specifically said to. Egad says he saw Mario, but he didn't stop to chat or anything, rather he just went in and never came back out. So Luigi is now on a mission to find out what happened to his brother. Now, spoiler alert again. Like I said before in my top 10 favorite Nintendo 64 games, I will give you 10 seconds to click this box to skip to the next part. Eventually, you find out that Mario has been captured in a painting. Impossible! I know, it sounds so unlikely. But who is he captured by? The leader of the Boos, King Boo. Now, if you remember from just a little bit earlier in the game, you'll remember that in the storage room, you found the paper or something, and you sucked it up, revealing a red button. After that, all the Boos were released, King Boo being one of them. Great job, you just got the one guy who can never be captured. How can you sleep at night? I'm kidding. Gameplay. Oh, the gameplay. Well, after talking with Egad, he brings Luigi in a little training room and discusses the main controls. After, he lets you play around with it for a little bit, and then he gives you some ghosts to capture. After all that, it is time for the main thing, go into the mansion and find Mario. Once you are in the mansion, you will notice a Toad just sitting there, crying. If you talk to him, he will explain that he wanted to find Mario, since he never came back, but Toad got really scared of the ghosts, so he camped out in the dark foyer until something happened. If you say, leave it to me, he'll be so happy, and the lights will come on. Anyways, getting to the actual gameplay, you walk around through rooms, finding money, jewels, and keys. You can also find things like coins, dollar bills, gold bars, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, and even diamonds. What is the use of the money for, you ask? Well, at the end of the game, it will give you a rank depending on how good or bad you did. Getting to the ghost catching now. When a ghost pops up, you have to either leave your flashlight off by holding B or turning the other way, then release the B button or turn back when it gets close to you, stunning the ghost. Then you use the R button to activate the vacuum. You have to try to drain the HP out of the ghost, and when you do, it will get captured in your vacuum, or as it is really called, the Poltergust 3000. Yeah, that's pretty much how to play the whole game. Well, except for bosses, but I won't explain that because each of them have their own different way of capturing them. So I won't spoil it for people who haven't played it. Now, it might be kind of a spoiler if I reveal one of the main gameplay mechanics. So, if you haven't played it yet, you can click this box, but this time I will only give you 3 seconds. Now later on in the game, you will collect these element medals. What these do is they give you the ability to have certain elements in your Poltergust 3000. For example, if you get a fire medallion, no, not like Ocarina of Time, you can shoot out fire for certain things like solve puzzles or use it to defeat ghosts. Sometimes you can come across white ghosts with a ball of an element inside them, so you have to counter it with an element that will destroy it. For example, if you have a fire ghost, you can counter it with water. Controls. The controls in this are simple and can be easily remembered. If you hit star, which obviously pauses the game, there are 2 control settings so you can move Luigi in 2 different ways. Oh yeah, look at him moonwalk. Soundtrack. The soundtrack. I really like it a lot. I mean, who could forget the main theme? This game just has a soundtrack quite unlike any other. At one point, I actually put the entire soundtrack into my iPod. Just saying. Introduction to the series and gaming community. This game introduced something no one has seen before. It was a brand new concept like no one had played before. It has been one of my favorites ever since I first got it. I know some other people weren't too pleased since it wasn't a Mario game, and how people claim it to be too short, although it is kinda short. I still really like the game. I give it 10 out of 10. Whoa, a perfect score? How could this be? Well, to me it just is. I know you probably think, oh, this game and that game are better, that game's just stupid, but I don't care. I mean, I think it is just really good. Oh yeah, and even though the review is over, I want to bring up a couple of things. First, I recently checked my Luigi's Mansion Glitches video, and it has over 800 views. I mean, thank you, but I don't know why. I mean, I'm not sure why it has so many views, because the quality is just terrible. So, sorry about that. I am going to, be redoing that video. Yeah, it won't be using the same footage. I'll start over from square one. So, yeah. Oh, and also, since I'm on the topic of Luigi's Mansion, I have to discuss one thing. Its beta version. But I'm gonna make a video, but it won't be on this channel. It will be on my NickthePrez channel. Link to that channel is in the description below. Not sure when I'm gonna do it, but I'm just going to because I am going to tell you guys the truth of as far as what we know to the knowledge of the beta version. So that was the review. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And if you have to ask me anything, you can contact me at theofficialglitchdoctor@gmail.com. As if you already didn't know that. Well, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.